Hi everyone. So Saranya is an PGPX IIM Kolkata alumni with 10 plus years of experience. He currently manages two global programs with Amazon's Visa team for EU7 countries. Prior to that, he worked with Decathlon, PwC, and started his own e-commerce startup, saltandsoap.com. So he is one of the most active mentors of GoCrackit. In GoCrackit is a personalized career mentoring platform. Here we have worked with more than 5,000 students and with 10,000 plus mentoring hours. So also we have worked with top B schools in the country like IMA, B, C, L, and many more to help the students to perform better in the recruitment process. And we have more than 350 plus mentors in our platform, out of whom Saranya is one of the most active ones. So Saranya, thank you for agreeing to conduct this seminar, and please proceed.
Thank you, Vishal. So background he has already given. So I've done my MBA from IIM Calcutta, then PwC Decathlon. So e-commerce is something which always kind of fascinated me. So I started this saltandsoap.com. This is online grocery. So when it started in 2012, it was one of the very oldest online groceries in the country, I would say. At this moment, it currently runs in three cities: Kolkata, Ahmedabad, and Rajkot. And in Kolkata, it's the second largest after Big Basket. Even it's bigger than Grofers in Kolkata. So current profile, as Vishal already mentioned, that I am managing two global programs. So I don't work for Amazon India, that Amazon India. I work for Amazon EU. But this overall hiring process would be based on how see, it's a very kind of standardized procedure in Amazon. So anything which is kind of applicable for Amazon EU, absolutely applicable for Amazon in also. Okay. Uh, Before going ahead, am I kind of eligible enough to give GAN on Amazon interviews? So currently I have taken 103 interviews. So this is a kind of Amazon Hire One portal. This is one kind of show off stuff. We always carry the how many interviews we have taken in Amazon. So yes, I have taken recently. I have surpassed the 100 mark, and my interviews are kind of based on program manager. Basically, apart from that, some BI interviews I have taken, some language interviews I have taken. Apart from that, yes, Go Crack It is doing really good. It's helping the students, especially the MBA students, and I have been kind of fortunate enough to collect with to connect with GoCrackit and help the students. Also, I am an ambassador of Let's Refer. We'll talk about this later. Cool. Any
Thanks, Saranya.
question? Thank you. So I have received a lot of questions. Actually, Shuhurta has shared with me a lot of questions, and I tried to bucketize those. I tried to categorize those to come up with three or four major concerns or major, say, inquisitiveness points for the people. So I have made my slides according to that. Yes, for sure that I will not be able to take individual case basis questions. Probably we'll have a 30 minutes purely separate for question and answer. But my this presentation would be basically the bucketization of all your questions. Okay. So if I break the whole webinar, it would be like first how to search for a job which would help me to get interview. The biggest pain point of this whole journey is landing into interview. You must be agreeing to this, right? Cracking the interview is not yeah, it's difficult, but it's not the most difficult part. Landing up to the gate or say getting the call for interview is the most important. So how to use LinkedIn and other platforms to get there, or to get, so to increase the probability to
Uh,
get there.
Saranya, Suruta here.
Mhm.
We are not able to see your next screen. Are you on the second slide right now?
No, I'll go in the next screen and stuff like, yeah.
Okay, okay. Sure, sure. Thanks.
So
Sorry.
yeah, no problem. So probably we'll talk about first about the how to land into a job, how to use the social media. Then probably we'll talk about the interview part, and after getting hired, how you can improve within Amazon. So I have broken it, say how to get shortlisted, how to prepare, then hired, how to go. Okay. So these would be my three major buckets to discuss today. Okay, good. Any question as of now? Good. So in the means how to get shortlisted. So there are, see, LinkedIn, you can see that LinkedIn jobs is a very popular thing. You can see anytime you can see there are at least 400 to 500 Amazon jobs in LinkedIn. If you say product management, if you say program management, any specific, it would be around 40 to 50. If you apply into those, it will go to a career page, say careers@amazon.com or like that. Okay. How many of you have already applied through LinkedIn jobs and didn't get a single call? Any? I want to see the number on the chat. How many? These are common, very common, right? Correct. Got it. So this is the main problem of ours at this moment, that we apply on LinkedIn, we don't get call. So how to make it better? Okay. So where to apply? Whether it's we need to apply on Amazon career page, or we need to apply on LinkedIn jobs, or any other, say IIM jobs or Naukri or Glassdoor. Okay. So I'll tell one kind of hack or one kind of my story. So before I landed up in Amazon, I applied at least 40 different jobs, and out of 40, 20 at this moment are already kind of closed, and 20 still after 1 year it's under review. So that means it's a very fact that these people, means these kind of applications which are being applied on Amazon portal are not that regularly monitored. Okay, so how to change this? Now we need to work on this LinkedIn part extensively to reach out the correct jobs. Okay, I'll explain what to do here. Okay, suppose if you are writing program manager in Amazon. Okay, I will give my example program manager. You can use the same thing for product management or operation management, anything. So you can see this set of results. Okay. Now if I go to people and say I would be interested in second degree, right? So you can see these people, but out of that you can see there are a lot of technical program manager, which probably you are not trying to address. Okay, you are trying to address the business program managers, not the technical program managers. Okay, in Amazon, or say vice versa. How to make it very, very clear that how you will be getting or you will be connected with exactly your target group. So program manager is a very, very vast kind of role in Amazon. You can see 24,000 results, second degree onwards, right? So you will not be able to connect all 24,000 or all 24,000. You should not be connecting, because in LinkedIn, the highest connection number is 30,000, that threshold, right? So what you need to do? What I was telling, that you can see if you type here program manager in Amazon, you will get 24,000 result. Out of that, lot of people would be technical program manager. Like see this guy, this lady, Alexa program manager. This is not a business program manager. So in Amazon, within program management, we have clear demarcation: technical program manager and business program manager. So anyone who is coming from MBA, it's not like that they will only go to a business program manager. They can also go to technical program manager, but it depends on your choice. So suppose these 24,000 results which are coming, this is not very helpful for you at this moment, because you don't know out of these 24,000 who are exactly your target group. How to kind of, so this is one hack what I use. This is there, this link is there in the PPT. So you can use this. So this is called LinkedIn Boolean search. Okay. Let me give a quick demo on this. Okay, suppose you are searching program manager. Okay, you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool. Now This is the job titles to exclude. So what word I will be excluding? Say technical, this particular, or say I will be excluding technical. Lot of people give program manager slash product manager. Okay, so I will be say excluding product manager. Now say company name, say Amazon. Okay, or even say I will take Microsoft, then say Apple, then what to exclude? Say suppose TCS I am excluding, please don't mind, and say including, sorry, this would be excluding. Okay, I'll be excluding the term technical. So it will give me that automatically that Boolean search string. You just need to copy and say you need to paste it here. Suppose you are pasting it here. See, now we will be getting all the program managers, purely program managers who are not technical program managers, and this is your target audience. Now, out of this, say 2,500 odd, how to make sure, because why this is 2,500? Because I have given Amazon, I have given Microsoft and Apple. If I would have given only Amazon, it would have been come to say 700 or 900 out of this 24,000. Okay, so these are your very good TG. Now, how you will be knowing that who all are active out of this say 2,500? Okay, so there is a tool called Sales Navigator. I am not able to give the demo, but you can write it or I can share later point of time. There is some tool called Sales Navigator in LinkedIn, and you all would be getting a say 30 days free trial. Use that 30 days very, very wisely. There is say these are the basic set of filters on. So I am a premium member, so these all say filters would be available. Only thing is that this will be available to you guys also if you are not premium. Only thing is that your search result would be say restricted to top 5 or top 6. I would strongly recommend you to go for that premium if you can afford. Okay, now this update to Sales Navigator, this is a 30 days say free, that promo is there. You use that 30 days, what you will be getting, say active within last 30 days, or active within last 15 days, or active within last 60 days. This has actually helped me a big time. So I was not only connecting with the right set of people with that Boolean string, also I would be say only connecting with the people who are active, who share some stuff. Still now I haven't come to that stage that they would be sharing only the job related stuff, but they are at least active. They share a lot of stuff on LinkedIn. Okay, so first stage, not everyone is your TG. Be very, very choosy about your TG and use this Boolean trick, Boolean search tool to reach to or to filter to that particular specific TG. After this, you go to Sales Navigator, use that 30 days. You can say that what about after 30 days? I would be so there is a kind of technique to automate this sending request. So 30 days is huge enough to send at least 15,000 TGs in what would be your specific TG. Okay, clear? So 3-step approach. First one being the Boolean, second one being finding out the active, third one being automation, sending the request through automated channel, automated tool. I'll be coming to that part later. But now I'm moving on to the next part. So custom message. This is a kind of long time advice now. Everyone knows that people who just send that, hey, I wanted to be part of your connection. Please accept my request and then send the custom, that standard message in LinkedIn. Please don't use that. Please spare say some time to create your own custom message depending on your TG. If you are say connecting with some other colleges students, that would be a separate. If you are connecting with some recruiter or some HR, then that would be different. These also can be automated. The funniest part is that you can send automated way to people the custom message which would contain that particular person's name also. Say, hi Sahaj, I want to add to your connection because of this XYZ reason. Okay, so this custom message is kind of cliche advice, but it still hold very true. Okay, cool. One second. Yeah, now another topic. So even when I posted this on LinkedIn, a long post about this webinar, I used to get a lot of requests. Hey, I have lost my job due to COVID. Can you please help me? Hey, someone has helped you. Can you help me? Yes, I am very much willing to help. But even after you have that willingness or utmost that carefulness to help someone, even if sometimes we don't get time because the number of incoming requests is so high. So what would be the best way to approach that particular recruiter or hiring manager? So in LinkedIn, the most important people, at least with respect to Amazon, are hiring managers. So in Amazon, there are three different set of people who are very much concerned with the new hiring. In Amazon, we don't call it recruitment. Recruitment for us is recruitment of sellers on Amazon platform, not recruitment for a employee. For us, the whole getting a new person onboarded in the company calls, it's named as hiring. So with respect to hiring, there are three major important parties. First one is hiring manager, means the team. Suppose I am hiring manager, that means my team would be requiring that person. So I have created that rec. We call it rec. That's a short form of requirement. Okay. So the person who has created that rec would be the hiring manager. Second person would be recruiter. Recruiters are different from HR. So that is a lot of people is having this misconception that I would be connecting with HRs of of Amazon. That's not a very good approach. First priority for you to get connected with hiring managers, those who kind of post lot of kind of requirements or who share lot of requirements. Okay. Suppose I was hiring around 15 people at the beginning of the year. Okay. So in Amazon, the most important time of hiring is January and February. Why so? So in December, we finalize how our next year would be looking like. And we finalize the headcount. We call it HC. So our hiring starts around the first week of January, which lasts up to say even May, when people would be having say 2 months or 3 months of notice period. So January and February are the two best months for looking out for the new jobs. Does that mean that those 2 months are only applicable? No. There are a lot of attrition throughout the year, and we kind of go to LinkedIn if we want to get a good backfill. So the whole year would be kind of a spread of all the backfills we would be requiring, where the people have either gone out of Amazon or have joined another team in Amazon. But January and February, where we get lot of new requirement or lot of new positions are open. So there we will be getting, you can see lot of hiring managers would be posting about new rates. Clear? The first priority you would be giving to hiring managers, either they are directly posting some job for their team or they are sharing someone else's job. Now, why do they share? Because then it's difficult. So even getting good candidate in Amazon, and Amazon at L5, L6 or L7 roles, there would be at least 6 to 7, even more rounds. So it's not very easy to get a good candidate. So lot of times your post could be shared by a random person who is in Amazon you don't have any connection with if you are a hiring manager. So I posted it say during January and February. Lot of worldwide Amazon people will come and start sharing your post. That would be your first priority. Second priority would be recruiter. When recruiter have, all the recruiters have their own target that I have to meet these many of, I have to hire these many of people for these many of hiring managers. So we reach out to the recruiters, we give the rates to them, and they start hiring. They start sourcing for the profile. So recruiters also kind of post different recs in social media, including LinkedIn. Now then there would be third people who are the influencers, means those have lot of kind of connections and they are kind of public faces on Amazon. That would be the third set. See, HR, those people are not coming in any of the three lists, means any of the three priority list. Why? Because in Amazon HR, they are not related to hiring. HR are related to employee wellness or employee welfare activities. That's why they are called HRBP in Amazon. And recruiters are the people who kind of come up with new profiles for the hiring managers. Priority is 1, hiring managers. Priority 2, recruiters. Priority 3, who are the influencers in Amazon. I'll give 1 or 2 examples at the end of the session. Correct? How to follow up? It would be very helpful if you can follow up with the hiring manager directly, if that hiring manager have accepted your request on LinkedIn, because hiring manager would be having that visibility of that requirement, whether it's still on, whether they are moving with the candidature, whether they have liked your candidature or not. Even recruiter can't kind of give any verdict or any update on your candidature. Only hiring managers can see and can give the verdict or can update you. So even lot of people kind of ask me to refer. I always ask them to please share the job ID, that is the LinkedIn job ID, or anywhere there would be a job ID starting with A. If it is Amazon, it would be A12345 something, some alphanumeric. Give me that ID and share your profile at saranroy@amazon.com. What is my say official ID? Then I can only do one thing. I can refer you on the portal. Then it will automatically go to hiring managers. But if you know that hiring manager, because you have seen somewhere on LinkedIn, you can directly reach out to him or her. Because if I ping that hiring manager, 99.9% cases they will not reply. Because when I am a hiring manager for any say L5 role, I would be getting at least 600 ping, and that's the unfortunate scenario in Amazon India. If it is a Canada, if it is somewhere the population density is not that high, for L5 or L6 role, you would be finding only 10 people are applying. Here for every L5 or L6 job, at least 500 or 600 people would be applying. Out of that, at least 200 to 300 would be either referral or internal employee movement. So every hiring manager get lot of ping or message or call. It's not feasible, actually practical to reply everyone's request. So hiring managers, they don't reply back unless you are connecting with him or her on LinkedIn. Okay. And when you are kind of connecting with the hiring manager, be very specific with that job ID. Hey, Mr. Matthew, I have seen you have an opening here for this is this. The job ID is this. I think it suits my profile. This is here is my profile. You can attach that CV. Please have a look when you are free. That is the right approach rather than, hey, Mr. Matthew, if you can help me, or please refer. No, show that interest level, because that hiring manager also kind of assess whether you are really interested for that particular role. You have done your homework or research before you reach to me. I'll move to the next slide.
I have a question. Wouldn't the hiring managers be getting scores of such messages daily? Do they really go through each and every message? Because I'm sure there must be many candidates who must be sending such messages for different kind of roles.
Okay, right. So there is a hack for that, how to differentiate your profile from the line. So I'll come that in later point of time. Okay, there is a kind of hack how you can differentiate your application or your message to make it very bold statement, so that
Okay.
that person can see your message. Okay.
Okay. So do you mean to say that if we follow that, then the hiring manager will definitely go through our message?
Not definitely, but yes,
But
it
the
will.
probability increases.
Yes, at least by 100%. That is double.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Now you are shortlisted. That means your hiring manager have seen your profile and your profile is shortlisted. You have got a call from recruiter. Okay. Now what would be the steps? First one is JD. Okay. JD is job description. You must be know. So I will show my own job description which I received when I got the call from recruiter. Okay. From there, I would be taking up what are the different important points. Okay. Okay. So see, this part of the JD is kind of very very. So what when we create a JD means when we create a rec or requirement, we put this all this XYZ whatever is written here. Okay. Now you imagine if I have to open up 15 new position in the beginning of the year, I will not write every word, every single word of this JD for sure. What I'll do, I'll search for this kind of JD and I'll copy paste. Simple. 99.9% hiring managers do the same. Okay. Now, but I will not be kind of copying the random stuff. I'll be copying something which is within our org. Okay. Our org means I work with that Amazon EU, say marketplace. Okay, in that marketplace, you can see that this particular JD is talking about sellers. Sellers means who sell in that particular marketplace and all. But I am currently managing the VAT services on Amazon. It's a product. They call it Visa, VAT International Service on Amazon. You can't see that VAT International Services on Amazon anywhere in this JD. No. And they will not very much specifically tell you that exactly which are the programs you would be managing if you are getting hired. Okay. So take it with a pinch of salt here. So
Saranya,
go through all. Mhm.
so I think it's kind of a common JD that is applicable for all program managers, is it irrespective of the vertical, right?
So the vertical details would be here. Okay. Now these parts are kind of very much similar to almost all the program managers, not everyone. Okay. But here you can see that you have to work with the business teams or sales team in EU to understand the seller support need. So this is say applicable for all the roles which that particular org would be offering. So this I won't say that this is common for all program managers. No. But say international seller services, that is one particular org. Or say fulfillment is one of the or say pathways. It's a very popular kind of roles being offered at IIM, especially with 1 year MBAs. Okay, so that would be different org. Within that, say program managers or pathways manager or Tron manager or operations manager, those would be a similar kind of journey. Take this, understand this, but most important would be your qualification. This would be something which we would be say very very important. Okay, and here you can also find that which level they would be hiring. Okay, so you can see that preferred qualifications is kind of again very common. Now these are the things probably you would be doing every day in and day. So you can still see that you have to be good at SQL or say visualization through Tableau or say analysis with R, whatever. It's not like that. Even in so business program management, you won't be requiring any IT skills. Yes, you would be requiring for sure. Okay, but for the tech program manager, it would be extensively technical. Okay, clear? Now you have heard this that leadership principle, right? Probably first time I am introducing this thing. This is the most important that you have already researched and must be knowing. Amazon has 14 leadership principles. For the for the JD, you have to find out which particular leadership principle is important for this JD, and this is very very important. Why? Because this would kind of relate to your interview experience. So always remember in Amazon interview, whether you been interviewed six rounds, 5 rounds, 4 rounds, 7 rounds, not all the LPs. I will talk. I will quote unquote. I'll tell LP. So not all the LPs would be applicable for you. Okay, max to max 4 to 5 LPs would be applicable for that particular role, and it's very important for you to understand which LPs are important for this JD. So if I scan through this JD, you can see there will be some hint of this deep dive. Set up teams mean hire and develop the base. So for me, see, I would be setting up teams. So they have told it in front. So you will be setting up. So hire and develop the base would be one of the most important LPs for you. Okay, so if you drive efficiency, that means say taking ownership. Give me 1 second, guys. I will stop this. Okay, so if you go through not qualification, if you go through full scope, you will be finding at least 3 to 4 very important LPs for that particular role. Okay, now I will tell you. So these are another important aspect that you have heard about customer obsession. That is the most important LP. But for L5 or L6 or even for L7, customer obsession, that is not the most important LP. It might sound bit weird. Amazon not talking of customer obsession. No, I'm not telling you that. Amazon is absolute. That is like your hygiene factor. You're washing your hands before you are eating. But that is not directly on which you will be tested in your interview. Why? Because that's more specific to an L3 or L4 role. Why? Because they get that chance to talk to seller, or they get chance to interact with the customer, either by resolving a ticket or say calling over phone. Okay, so those people will be getting the interface with the seller or with the customer. If it is a B2B, it would be seller. If it is B2C, they will directly interact with the customer. For you, or say for L7, it would be very important to have think big. How you are chartering your program, what are your plans for next 2 years, how you are scaling up. But that thing big won't be very applicable for the L3 or L4. Getting this right? So this is another important from the JD. You have to scheme which are LPs are very important or most important for that particular JD. Okay. Now coming to the interview structure. So in Amazon, we have the first round is called phone screen. Phone screen means they will be calling, they will be overall looking in of your kind of Amazon fitment. We call it culture fitment. That's very common. Lot of companies do this. And some basic requirement whether that is getting matched with the JD or not, or with the role. I will not talk about JD, I will talk about rec now. Okay, with the rec or not. That we see in the phone screen. So basically the hiring manager, sometimes the hiring manager take the phone screen, but it's kind of advisable, or I follow this thing that I don't go for phone screen nowadays. So I used to go take a lot of phone screen. So my first 60 interviews were almost everything were phone screen. But my next 40 interviews are on site. On site means either it's you'd be say visiting the campus. At this moment during COVID time, it's happening everything online. On site would be one day. This the whole day that recruiter would be dedicated to you. He or she will be arranging 4 or 5 back-to-back 1 hour session with 4 or 5 different people. One out of that 4 or 5 would be hiring manager. Clear? Now out of that 4 or 5, so phone screen would be some suppose I manage at this moment 25 people. Okay, so whom I trust most, I will give that person to take the phone screen. Like one of my colleagues is actually at this moment is in this call. So that person has taken say 4 or 5 shadow calls. Then they have started taking phone screen for me. Now on-site is something out of say if I take 5 interviews in on-site, so 4 interviews would be either my direct manager or say some other people at my level who is my colleague but within the same org. But one person would be completely from different org, and that will be automated sometimes automatically kind of selected. So we will be some other person who is not from that org. That person will also test your overall role fitment, whether you are say at L5 program manager, whether you are L5 program manager fit or not. Okay. Now bar raiser. I don't know whether you have come across with this term, but whom are kind of very serious about Amazon, they must have heard of this term. Bar raiser is one person who has taken at least 100. There is minimum is 30, but bar raiser training program is very complex. So in Amazon, they kind of give 1.5 years training to make someone bar raiser. So I have recently applied for this bar raiser, and people have to. So my manager have to nominate me. So in my whole org of say around 350 people, there are only 2 bar raisers. So bar raiser is prestigious. Bar raiser is very rare. As I've recently finished 100, so I have requested my manager to nominate me to be into the bar raisers program. So bar raisers are those who kind of screen the people to check whether the incoming person is better than the 50% of the existing Amazonians or not. So here, this particular interview is the most important interview in the whole loop. We call this 1, 2, 3 as an interview loop. Okay, so in bar raiser, people will check overall Amazon fitment. If that person is having knowledge on that role, so recruiter arrange this bar raiser. So if I ask a bar raiser, recruiter will try to give me a bar raiser from a completely separate place, means location, separate set of work stream, but probably program manager, so that that person can assess the overall fitment of Amazon. The person can assess the overall fitment of being L5 or L6 program manager. Okay. Now coming to the evaluation. After phone screen, that person gives a feedback, detailed feedback, whether that person is inclined or not inclined. Then after on-site, all the people who have taken this on-site interviews, they will have a debrief. We call it a debrief session where everyone will be submitting their inclined or not inclined vote. And this is the reason why I always call Amazon interviews are different, because for hiring one person, even if it is a failed loop, means a rejection loop, even for that, these people will spend enough time to make sure before rejection whether it's an means actual or whether it's a genuine rejection or not. So all the 4 or 5 people will sit. So if you are out of phone screen, then it will not go to on-site. Okay, then people will not spend time or invest time on you. But if you are clearing the phone screen, if you are onto the on-site level, then all the 4 or 5 interviewers who have taken your interview will physically gather, or so will virtually gather as of now, to check whether you are fit or not. So they will give their vote. If say if there are 4 people, if okay, another, this bar raiser person will also join the debrief. So if there are 4 on-site interview round and 1 bar raiser, all the 5 people will come and join and meet at a meeting, and they will give their vote, not means at the same time, so that no one can be impacted by others' vote. So they will be separately in the system, they will be entering the vote. Everyone's vote will be captured, then only all the votes will be reflected in the system. Okay. Then say out of 4 people, say 4 on-site round, only 1 person is inclined and other person are not inclined. So there is no point of going ahead. Okay. So bar raiser will come into picture only if you are more than 80% of the on-site people have shown inclined. Then bar raiser round will happen and bar raiser vote will also be counted in the debrief. Now funniest part. Suppose there are 4 people who have taken interview in on-site. Okay. Now all the 4 people, including hiring manager, have given inclined. Bar raiser has given non-inclined. bar raiser, that person will have the veto power to overturn even a hiring manager's decision. But in debrief session, if the hiring manager and the other people who have given the inclined vote can convince, not convince would be the ideal word, can prove with data and anecdotes. Anecdotes are either examples being used or say some other way we have come to know about that particular LP. With data and anecdotes, if that other people are able to prove, yes, this person's examples are meeting that complexity level, this person is meeting that role, then bar raiser can even change his or her vote. So these are all my real-time experience. These are all my personal experience. I have seen this happening in Amazon. One cases where all the people were positive, bar raiser was negative. We had kind of convinced him, and he was convinced. He changed his vote, and it went other way around also. Okay, so that is the importance in of hiring in Amazon. Very good. I'll move ahead then. So this third part is the most important part of this particular webinar. So here we have we'll be discussing about a actual question of Amazon. So we have a say Amazon question bank, and we use and we refer that particular question bank, and we always kind of improvise on the questions. So for obvious reason, I can't share that with you guys because it's an Amazon property, but I have rephrased just here and there some term, and I have come up with a very solid question, which are one of the most frequent questions being asked, and we will dissect that question. Okay, before going there, few tips here. Okay, so these are the exact hacks. Probably it's coming from someone who have taken these many of, so these you will not find anywhere on web or on any book, because this comes with the experience for sure, period. Mapping to LP or not. So when you are getting a question, for sure, means on hindsight you will be thinking of, this person is asking me on, okay, being frugal, or this person is asking me on say ownership, or this person is asking me on insist on higher standard. See, few of the leadership principles are very, very close, like taking ownership and insist on higher standard, or say taking ownership or deliver result. Taking ownership and deliver result, yes, there are difference, but you can use the same example for both the cases if you know how to do it. My suggestion here, please don't ever try to map this guy, what this guy is asking against what would be the LP. Never. So it's a better that you don't have that question bank upfront with you. Okay, or you don't think that this particular, okay, he is asking this, okay, in the question bank it was written against think big, so it must be think big. No, you don't know that hiring manager is having which LP list, and they can kind of we lot of times we deliberately ask some question, probably keeping some different LP in our mind to check what the interviewer, sorry, what the candidate is thinking of. So never try to attempt that mapping within your head. It's the interviewer's responsibility to map your answer to an LP. It's not the either way. Don't judge after hearing a question that this probably I am being judged on that particular LP. No. Rather than what you do, you listen to that question and frame up an answer against that question. Okay. Then let the interviewer judge or map which particular LP you are exhibiting by that answer. Clear? Now I'm coming to star format. So this is very popular. You can find on web or anywhere. Star format is situation, task, action, and result. So situation would be the timeline. or the exact problem in hand, or no, the timeline. Task would be the problem in hand. Action would be exactly what was your action. So again, Amazon interviews are different. We have kind of heard this from childhood that it's about you, not you, it's about your team, it's about we. Don't ever call I. Always try to call it like we have done this, not I. You are a good leader when you call it we. Here it's ulta. Here is absolutely the opposite. They don't prefer we, they prefer I. What you have done, that A of that star, that action, what you have achieved. They are not bothered about what your team has achieved. Yes, if you are a people manager or if you are a team manager, your team's achievement would be your achievement. But they are more bothered how you have contributed to that team's performance. If you are talking about we, it's gone. It's one of the mistakes I have done during my IIM Calcutta interview. And that's one of the reason I couldn't crack there. Later part of time, I somehow managed to learn about this thing. I've done extensive research. A lot of seniors have actually helped me. This is one thing which I prepared multiple times before I sit for the next time. That I will not talk we, I will talk about I. Okay. I'll go to that question and we'll discuss the star format in detail. Before that, probably a quick this question. So these are the two questions you will be expecting. Tell me about yourself. You guys know better than me. You guys are preparing, and you guys are more contemporary than me. So you guys are preparing. Why? Tell me about yourself. Why Amazon is another question, is very very important. Like any other organization, so you be very honest. Why Amazon? Like for me, it was always being into e-commerce. So for me, it was easy to kind of not convince them, or to showcase that why I would be part of the largest e-commerce brand in the world. It should not be a problem, right? So I made it very very uh, kind of very very don't means, what would I say, very very compelling, that yes, I have taken birth as if for to work with Amazon, and I didn't kind of make it very gaseous. I proved with data and anecdotes. So that this is a very easy question. If you are being asked that why Amazon, so that would be your say loose ball or full toss where you have to hit a six. That would be your chance to kind of make the impression or exact impression why you specifically want this particular role, and be very very bold in that. Yeah. Then I will move to the star format. You might see this particular question is very straightforward. Saranya, you are saying that don't map, but I can see that it's a deep dive question. Yes, so deep dive is one of the most important or common important LP for any level, be it L3, be it L4, be it L5, L6, L7, all the levels would require deep dive. So deep dive is, so I deliberately kind of taken one example for deep dive. For the deep dive question, you will be getting that vibe, or you will be getting that hint that is a deep dive question. Okay. So, and this is a real-time example of one of, so this is a real-time example what we are doing at this moment. Okay. Suppose I am moving to another team now. Okay, they are asking me this question. So this again, my team has worked, but it is the exact minds what I have done. Okay. So finding the root cause of higher tech. This is the heading for my story. So I'll give him or her the context first. Okay. Hey, we are working in VAT International Services on Amazon, and it has a funnel. It has a registration funnel. So the basic objective of this program is to provide VAT numbers to European sellers, or the sellers who would be selling in Europe. Not European sellers, my bad. It might be European or non-European or rest of world. Even Indian seller might be can sell in Europe. So anyone who wants to sell in Europe would go through this program. And this program helps in getting the VAT number. Okay. In getting the VAT number, there is a user journey or there is a funnel, registration funnel we call. Okay. Now there are a lot of problems. So we had a huge TAT that you must be knowing. So in Q3 2019, this would be my S of star situation. In Q3, it's a very simple one. In Q3 2019, TP90, that means top 90 percentile of our TAT was 81 days, which is not good because our plan or our goal of the program was around 45 days. Okay, so we are not doing justice. So we needed to find a PTG, path to green. That means a solution. Okay, don't use this PTG, these terms. These are internal Amazon terms. You means it's absolutely not 100% necessary to use all these. No, but for me, probably if I am moving to another team, I would be saying all this. Okay. Now my task in hand was I have to do a deep dive to find out of the root cause, and I would be using Pareto analysis to do this deep dive to identify the top 20% of the offending SPs. If I can identify that, I would be able to identify the levers of this high TAT, 81 days. Now this would be my 3. I didn't write it because it's again, I don't know why it's happening like this. Anyway, so my action would be this. So through this, so first I will be talking about the situation. What is my task in hand? So my situation was the TAT was high. The task was I have to do a Pareto analysis. Action. We did the Pareto analysis and we observed that the last but one stage in Poland is higher than the other countries. So, and 325% above if we compare to UK. So there must be something which is going wrong in PL. Okay, so we have deep dive and we have found that one of the documents which are required, which are a prerequisite of that Poland VAT number, was very, very difficult for the sellers to procure. So that's why Poland is one country where TAT is really, really high. And even in that TAT, only one stage is kind of the most problematic. So we had to find out and we have to work with the sellers why this is a problem for you to procure or to submit or to upload. Okay. Similarly, we increased our engagement frequency. So we have, so basically what I am saying, we have done this thing. And the last one, the fourth part would be what is these actions result. All his proposals helped the team to reduce TAT from 81 days to 79 days. Now, if you see this answer very close, just check how many data points I have given. 81, 20%, 150%, 325%, 79. These are the things which are needed in an Amazon interview. You have to talk in terms of data. Okay. And while you are showing this result, either it has to be X percentage to increase to Y percentage, or it would be a reduction of A days to B days. And guys, mind it, 2 days is for say 4,000 sellers in PL is not a small thing. If you calculate, it's 8,000 business days. Now the follow-up questions you will be getting. Okay, you have done 4 things. You tell me which all 4 things to attribute about these 2 days. These kind of follow-up questions, so they will see that your numbers are genuine or not, or how much deep you can go if I drill it down. Okay, so all the Amazon interview answers would be only based on the numbers, not even anecdotes here. Only numbers. And what are the result? X to Y percent engage, A days to B days decrease. Simple. Now follow-up question. Suppose I have say I have reduced by 2 days. I have done 4 different actions. Can you help me to attribute these 2 days, break up of these 2 days and attribute towards your 4 separately 4 different actions. Okay, those are the kind of answers they are looking for. No gaseous stuff, no generic. We call it visual word. My team was doing really good. What does that really good means? Whether it's plus 40% above the plan, minus 30% below the plan, whatever. Everything quantify, quantify, and quantify. Simple. Okay, this would be an ideal answer to a example question, is a sample question. Now you have given all these say wonderful answers, and you are at negotiation stage. Okay, I'll take say probably 5-7 minutes more. Then because how to grow this part I will cover very quickly, because this won't excite you that much because it is coming after hire. In the negotiation part and salary structure, so this is very important for you guys. Probably many of you know, I'll just reiterate. So scope of negotiation in an Amazon interview are very small. Why? Because if you are coming from another company, they will look at your current fixed. They will tend to give you around 25 to 30%. Again, these are not a rule. What I have seen, I am sharing. So you can't quote me, hey, Saranya told me that you give 30% every time. No. This is what I have seen and what I have offered in my cases. Okay. If you are coming from a similar type of role from outside, you will expect around 25 to 30% increase in your base pay. Now coming to but yes, if you are a really good candidate, we have liked you, but your base is already very high at that level, I can offer you even less because I can't go beyond that bracket. So every level has a bracket. We call it compa ratio. So it can't go beyond one certain level. Simple. Okay. Unless you are you know some technology or you know some language. Suppose you know, say some Arabic or like that, or Italy language. Those cases we have found that some cases it goes to very high compa. Okay, but that's not applicable for these particular TG who are attending this webinar. Salary structure. First one is base pay. Second one is joining bonus. Third one is share. Now suppose I'm giving an example here. Okay, so don't quote me again. Suppose you are getting 20 lakhs per annum as your fixed pay. That is the base pay we call. And you would be getting say 7 plus 7, 14 lakhs for 2 years joining bonus. And you would be getting say 20 shares. Say, I'm just giving, or say 15 shares. This depend on the share value. Now so you will be getting 10 shares because share values are very high. Say 10 shares. Okay. So how they calculate the CTC. So 20 plus, if I take 8 plus 7, say first year 8, second year 7, it will be 15, and say 10 shares, it will be say 10 shares into what is the current price. Suppose it would go around 20 lakhs, suppose. So your total CTC is coming 20 plus 20 plus 15. That becomes 55 lakhs. And they will quote that your CTC is 55 lakhs. And you will brag about that in front of the others. But exactly if you see your salary becomes, okay, the share part you can vest only in 4 years. So first year you will be vesting 5%. Second year you will be vesting 15%, and the last 2 years you will be vesting 40% every year. 5, 15, 40, 40. So if you see your effective salary would be your base pay plus that year's joining bonus and total share value divided by 4. So in that case, in this example case, it would be 20. If I say 15 for 2 years, it would be 7.5. And if I say 20 share value, it would be 5 lakhs divided by 20 divided by 4. So your 20 plus 7.5 plus 5, that becomes 32.5.
Sharina, can I ask a question here?
Mm.
In the salary structure of Amazon, is there a variable pay also apart from fixed?
No, nothing. Okay. So there are these 3 components: fixed, joining bonus, and that too for, I'll come to the question that what will happen in the 3rd year, my salary will fall down. So it's a fixed component. Fixed, we don't call even fixed. We call it base, joining bonus, and share. No variable. Unless you work for a fulfillment center where you can get some overtime, that is true for the low level, like not at L5 plus. Okay. This is clear, right? The CTC, the effective CTC becomes 32.5. Now, what would happen after third year? Sorry, after second year. So every year you will be getting an increment depending on your performance. And Amazon, again, don't quote me anywhere. I will not. I'm not saying that this is exactly that rule, but yes, Amazon tends to what they tends to do. They tends to make it that your growth will means make you like your second year and third year salary would be almost similar, if not a bit more in the third year. So you don't experience a salary fall on the third year. When your percentage growth becomes very high, when you get a promotion or when you get a role change, that role change is very niche example, so I will not give here. So basically, if you are doing really good, your per year increase will be a good, but you will not be getting every year a share. That also not very clear to me, because I have asked a lot of people. So specifically, you will not get a huge amount of share again before 4 years, because that 4 years you have already got a substantial amount of share. If you are coming from an IIM and good IIMs, you will be getting a substantial amount of money there. So you don't expect this share. Okay, this would be the salary structure. Again, probably I'll move to the next part. I have 6 minutes to stop, then I'll take the question and answer. And now you got hired. Okay, how to grow? And to be very frank, this is the most difficult part of the whole journey, or ambiguous part of the whole journey, because as of now, if you get into touch with a hiring manager or somehow your CV is shortlisted, you know the formula. If you follow that, it works almost 80% time. Now, when you have hired, so the first thing, there is no absolute formula for this. Okay, because it will depend on that which particular org you are working. But there is a mentoring kind of mechanism in Amazon, which I've gone through, and I have come to close to very good, means a lot of senior leaders, and I have tried to add it, I have tried to acquire those knowledge, and I'm putting it here. Again, this is not a foolproof formula type of things, but I have seen these things actually getting result. First thing is that you have to know about the organization structure, about the org, who are the key stakeholders for your role, that particular role. Okay, what is the problem to solve or complexity? This is the most important after you are hired. Because if your problem PTS, we call, if your PTS is not complex enough, you will be spending. So in Amazon, if you're doing normal, almost around 4 years you take to get promoted. If you are doing good, 3 years. If you are doing extraordinarily good, something heartbreaking or like that, 2 years. If you're not doing good, but lately have started improvement, then 5 years. If it is more than 5 years, they will not keep you. Simple. Okay. Even 5 years is very rare. Like 2 years is really means you have to fight hard. Not fight, you have to work hard. Okay. Here, one good thing is that in Amazon, there is no as such budget. That's for this org, you have means we will be only promoting these 2 people at this level. No. If you are really doing good, if you have data and anecdotes to prove that, everyone can be promoted. That's the beauty of Amazon. And another thing, everything here is data and anecdote backed. You don't need to be in your manager's good book, or you don't need to leak his or her as simple. That is the reason probably a lot of good institutes graduates join Amazon. Okay. Mechanism and tenet, not very important, but still I'll kind of cover. So mechanism is how you are standardizing the different operation procedures. Okay, tenet is every program would be having a set means a specific tenet. Tenet is a set of rule where you are finding it difficult. You will look into that set of guidelines. So in my job role, it's very important to kind of frame the right mechanism. It's very important that we follow the tenet we have established. I will quickly go to our wiki page. One second. Yeah. So this is my team's wiki page. Okay, we call it VAT services on Amazon. So we have means we write it like this is a wiki page we use. The mission, you can see the tenets. So these are the deal breakers. When we have any problem, we see to these tenets. These are the two programs. This program actually helps in getting the VAT number. This program actually helps in filing the VAT number. These are the, this is not updated. These are the team members which I lead. Okay. So like this actually one pager would give all the things you are doing. So suppose you are going here, suppose this is one SOP. This will open another link like we did. Okay. Say if you want to see what visa ops this particular team is working, they will be having a separate wiki containing all these their stuffs. So you can go here, you can see where like so this is a very good important point to grow in Amazon. Career growth path, how you would be means choosing your career growth path. Another reason apart from the first one which I said, another reason why people join Amazon is there are a lot of career opportunities. So someone who is starting with say advertising or marketing career can end up being product manager. Period. I have seen. Okay, so you will be getting lot of say absolutely different or non-related exposure if you want, and international exposure. Say 1 year is mandatory, then after that if your manager is okay, you can apply anywhere. You crack, you go there. So for me, I am working with Amazon Europe. For me, I work with Luxembourg. That's the head office of Amazon Europe, like Seattle in US. So I have lot of opportunities and stakeholders in Luxembourg. Now, if it depends on my personal target or personal plan, if I want to go or not. Same way, if choice of career. So basically, the related to the first, why you have entered, what is the choice of. So these actually changes. I have seen lot of times changing. So as of now, I'm very much program manager oriented. I don't know if I want to move into product management sometimes, or I don't know. I haven't thought. Okay. Now I'll move into the next part. Before the,
Saranya, yeah,
yeah, I'll leave it to you.
I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
like to, yeah, I would like to interrupt you for some time. So, hi all, this is Suruta here, co-founder of GoCracket. So, Saranya, so far it has been a great session, and we have several questions also lined up. So, we will, we'll open up the question and answer in after this. So, so all of you have joined this session now. So, after kind of publishing this webinar, we got a very overwhelming response. And to crack these Amazon interviews, I mean, as Saranya has already mentioned, right, it needs a lot of work to be done. So in this context, what we have, kind of asked Saranya, and he graciously accepted, is to help, with a workshop. So we have planned a workshop in which you will get a one-to-one handholding, which could be, right from how to apply for these roles. Saranya could take you through this, and also through the interviews. So you would also be conducting mock interviews. So we have started. We would be doing this workshop. Saranya, can you quickly take us through the workshop details?
Yeah, sure. So I'll come to this LinkedIn and Q&A part, but how to, means you want to go deeper to job strategy and job search strategy and interview strategy, right? So these are the important things, two aspects. One is that how to use that social media which are available to you, how you would be searching the job. And searching means not only searching and say waking up in the morning, seeing the job alert you have set up in LinkedIn. No, everything, every damn thing can be automated. Like you
Yeah.
are having your lunch,
Yes, Aranya, can you show that 4-day
Yeah,
workshop
I'll do that.
detailed slide? Yeah, so that
I'll go to
will
that.
give
Yeah, yeah.
that will give a better idea in terms of what all we will be covering.
Correct. So this workshop we would be having, it's a 4-day workshop. It's a 2 weekend workshop. So what we would be covering, okay? The first one would be it's a purely Amazon leadership principle specific, but yes, on specific demand basis, we might cater the other companies also, and it would be very much MBA role specific. Say, as I mentioned, you can see also. First weekend, we will be covering the LinkedIn job search and some application growth hack. What I was mentioning in that PPT, that how you would be. Say, I can give some small glimpse. Okay, so I was talking about this long time. So you can say, suppose this was my boolean, right? One second. Suppose if I am posting it here and I am getting the very targeted result, right? From 20,000, it become 2,500. Then how you would be sending the email IDs of this? How would be getting? So we have these tools. See, you can see all the people here, right? I need to log in here. Logged in. One second. So there will be lot of tools with which you can get any people's email ID on LinkedIn. Anyone. You can get anyone's email ID. You can get the automated way to send them emails. See, if you come here, so nothing but an extension. See, you can see all the people are already selected here. Okay, you can just find emails and save. This is one tool. Don't you think it's a very powerful tool that you would be getting everyone's virtually, say, almost 80% people, even if they are not giving their email ID on LinkedIn, there are tools for that. Then you can send automated invitation letter which are absolutely customized. Okay, then you can see there are a lot of tools, even your profile picture, how you would be making that very much conforming to LinkedIn. These are the different techniques which we will be going through this particular first week. So this we call growth hack. So how to automate this, keeping your LinkedIn at steroid. Okay, so how you would be say sending all these automated mail, even follow-up mails can be automated. Then we'll talk about the Amazon key public figures, whom you should be connected with to get more number of jobs. How we would be having is we'll be not resume review, but I'll show what would be the ideal Amazon resume. Again, those figures, those numbers, those KPIs. Okay. Then day two, there would be a personalized interview. It's a mock interview, but it would be 1:1 to check where you are standing at this moment. Absolutely, I don't know everything, but I know a lot of things if it comes to Amazon or similar kind of company. To check what would be at this moment where you are standing. Then we'll give some task for first week. I'll give some task on day one. I'll give some task on day two. Then second weekend, the first day we'll review the task. We'll again take a question and answer session on the task or whatever we have learned on the first weekend. Okay. We'll, like we have taken one small say question and we have dissected. We'll take these questions from question bank and we'll be dissecting all the 14 leadership principles. Okay, we will be letting you know what are the current Amazon job openings, and it actually changes every 2 weeks, and how to get the direct hiring managers access so that you can send your profile directly to them. And absolutely, these all are publicly available. I'm not sharing any Amazon inside stuff. That is the beauty of the growth hack. Now, day two would be another personalized individual mock interview where we will be checking whether what all feedback we have given in the first weekend and whatever you have learned, whether you are implementing those tasks, and whether your second mock interview is much more Amazon wise or much more similar kind of company. This would be our agenda for this 4 day workshop. So,
Great. Yeah, thanks, Aranya. So typically for this entire workshop, which has around two mock interviews plus a one-to-one, detailed attention as to how you can apply. Because as you had mentioned, right, for everybody's profile, there is a different way that you need to approach. That is where Saranya will help in one-to-one, in providing one-to-one attention to your profile, to your job search, and also for your interview skills. And so typically we do this for 10,000 rupees, but only for those who are attending today's workshop, we are offering a 50% discount on that. And this is on for the next 30 minutes. So we will be sharing the payment link on this chat itself. Those who are interested, you can make the payment. We will continue with the session. Saranya will do the Q&A. And if there are any issues related to the payment or anything, do get in touch with Vishal. Vishal will share his credentials soon in the chat window.
so hi Avinash, how do we know that we who are the hiring managers from LI? Yes, so this would be the part of the workshop. There is specific strategy where we will be finding the hiring managers. One with so to start with, you can start LinkedIn Boolean search. You can put hiring managers and you can give it in the LinkedIn Boolean search, and you can directly connect to that person. Okay, that is one very surface level. But for the total strategy, probably you need to look for the workshop. L5, L6 role, how much experience is needed? L5, it starts from 5 years plus and it ends to 8 or 8.5. L6 roles specifically starts from 9 years plus. But if you are not an say MBA means direct, not on the campus hire, lot of times you would be hired at the one level below also. But to be very honest, these levels are not that meaningful because a lot of L5s get higher salary than entry level L6. Neha, hi Serena, I've received an invitation from application from Amazon Recruitment Coordinator. Is that, sorry, where is this? Cool. So yes, is that a good way to proceed? Neha, I'm not very clear with the question. Are you on the call? You can ask me. निकल के genuine question था. Anyway, people who are not from SQL XML background, will they be removed on this basis? No SQL. Okay, cool. So Biplab, SQL XML, yeah, SQL XML background is one of the preferred one. But if your kind of experience is really very related, it's not a mandatory that we will be removed on that basis. Okay, can someone share the full from LP leadership? Okay, cool. Can you please touch upon the Amazon interview subject matter? If Amazon comes to campus, then for bold and pathways, what is asked in interviews, sample question and case studies? Yeah, so sample questions, few of the one sample question I shared already. So it will be the case studies on based off your profile. So it's not like that all the bold or pathways, they will be having a set of case studies. No, it's not like that. But if your short means you would be highly relatable for that requirement if you are coming from a supply chain background, and the case studies would be related to supply chain. It might be a case study related where it will be a case where say uh, problem solving statement, they will be giving some X number of parcels to be delivered to different places. Then they will talk about different SCM models, like say vendor managed inventory model, VMI. They can talk about what are the positives of inventory led models, what are the negative of hyper local models. So basically different ESCM models they can touch upon, like say VMI model, like hyper local model, like say inventory led model. like marketplace model. These are the different models of ESCM, means SCM for e-commerce companies. They can touch upon on any of those. Shubham, being an UG, starting my career at Amazon as L3 level TRMS. Yes, absolutely, it's worth. So TRMS, they do lot of auditing, and it's absolutely worth. How to polish the profile for CV, someone who is this thing. Individual CV, I cannot comment, but yes, CV should be having lot of data and KPIs and what you have achieved, not your team. As I already mentioned, for individual CV, you have to means you have to contact me for that 1:1 purpose. Because I can't tell here. For L5 role, do we see bar raiser taking? Yes, yes. Any outsider role, whether it's L4, L3, L3 basically we hire mainly from campus, unless it's a kind of language role or specific role, we directly hire for campus. For anything who is coming out from outside, it will be having bar raiser. Guys, even bar raiser happens. There would be a bar raiser round even at campus placement. Saurabh, can you detail the career path for and prospects for structured hiring like bold and path? So pathways is very kind of advanced or say one of the fastest track in Amazon. Lot of CXOs actually CXOs in the sense director level. Lot of people they are coming from pathways. Why so? Because pathways and bold both are based on supply chain management. A lot of my friends actually in pathways I didn't ever prefer. That's a personal preference, but pathways they work directly with the supply chain, and that's the bread and butter of Amazon. So that's why they know more about business than us. And people who are growing faster, I've seen a lot of pathways manager going very faster. Biplab, 9 years of IIT experience plus IIM PGP. What should be the level? We should 9 years. I think L6. Sadda Haq, okay. Array, Jitin Bhaiya, bold okay. Shruta, remain noting down the questions, okay. Jitin, correct, okay. Any other? Hi, Sarina, I have received and you I have answered. How long is okay? Sorry for my bad. So what I hey, Sarina, does higher age influence in hiring negatively? But no, not at all, not at all. Okay, actually, Amazon has a separate program for veterans. Like a lot of people coming from this thing from military or that region, they have a separate program for that also. Give us example where you use metrics and use data to reply. I have given one example. You can zoom the screen as well. Sorry for that. I did. Jitin Bhaiya, leave it. One suggestion would be answer to how did you do it instead of explaining us. Okay, this would be part of the thing where you will be coming up rather than I will be talking. So, home is the salary structure and compensation policy similar? Yes, absolutely similar. Only the value difference is there. So, there you would be in euro or dollar. But structure is absolutely similar. Does bonus get added to the base salary after first year? 0.5 of the no bonus will be paid every month. Shivam, bonus would be paid every month. Only that share structure, share value, you will be getting 0.5. Is the recruitment policy and interview structure of AWS similar? Yes, absolutely similar. Ishani, does Amazon consider only applications from premium MBA colleges? Not true. I know few people who are from not premier. Yes, a premier MBA colleges do hold a huge advantage. Okay, running this thing. Okay. It looks like Sarana is a LinkedIn growth hacker. I try a bit. Cool. Anything else? Any question? I will keep it open now. You can directly ask me. Guys, go one by one. Any question?
Is Amazon hiring as of now? And if yes, then what is the best way to proceed?
Yeah, your name please and college if
Yeah, my name is Riddhika and I'm Lucknow.
hello.
Hello. My name is Riddhika
Hey,
and
yeah, Ridhika.
yeah,
Hey, hi.
and hi, and
Yeah.
I am Lucknow, Noida campus. Like I've just passed out
Mm-hmm.
recently.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was
Okay,
interested in
fine.
knowing.
So yes, Amazon is actually hiring for this thing. So in Amazon, there are two types of roles, or there are three types of roles. Okay, one is contractual role, which is not permanent one. Another one is permanent role. In permanent, there are two types: fixed and variable. Fixed means you are fixed to a particular org, and variable means you have just joined, you can roam around any org. So Amazon is hiring for variable roles, not for fixed roles. And variable roles, it's still open, and they are actually hiring. Even yesterday on news, they have shared that Amazon India has shared that they are hiring, if I'm not wrong, around 5,000 new people in supply chain management. Yeah. Any other question or any follow-up question?
Saranya, I have one question. So is Amazon
Yeah.
Pay or the payment vertical of Amazon, is it under the same bracket of
Mhm.
Amazon Web Services, or is it an entirely different vertical?
Yeah. Your name, please.
My name is Saurabh. I'm working. I'm
Okay. Hi,
working. I have
Saurabh.
around four years of work experience.
Sure. Thank you. So Saurabh, Amazon Pay is part of ADCI, Amazon Development Center of India, and it's separate from AWS. But for that matter, it doesn't make any difference because the interview structure and even the salary structure are quite similar. Only there are some differences in the facilities, the general employee facilities, but interview structure and salary structures are quite similar.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Hi, Saranya.
Mhm.
Uh, I have 5 years of experience working as a design consultant. Currently, I'm pursuing
Mhm.
my MBA at SPJMR, Mumbai.
Mhm.
So my experience is basically in project management and client management. So what
Mhm.
I'm not able to figure out what kind of role I'm interested in the warehouse design kind of profile, but
Mhm.
I am not able to relate which kind of role shall I target for Amazon. Can you suggest something?
Yeah, so project management is kind of role, and it can be applicable to any of the verticals. So
But I
probably
am
you can
mechanical
go,
engineer.
you
Sorry.
had, yeah, that is okay, absolutely. So that is, see, if you can show the experience in project management role, say 4 years or 5 years,
Hmm.
Amazon is not very keen on which particular sector you are coming from. So
Mhm.
one of my friends is was in garment, like he used to work with, if I'm not wrong, Raymond.
Hmm.
So he joined Amazon in similar VAT services, which does, even I didn't have any kind of experience in VAT. Okay, so they don't hire from the same sector, only they look Amazon fitment, and they look the complexity of the projects you have already experienced in your experience on that particular role. So for program manager role, they will look for program management experience and the complexity of program management, but it doesn't always matter that which particular sector you are coming from.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Cool. So you probably would focus more on the project management experience showing through your CV.
Okay. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah.
Sharanya, one question that I had, is it true that Amazon Hyderabad, being the largest office in India, they have more vacancies as compared to Amazon in other locations, especially Bangalore, Mumbai, or Delhi?
Amazon Bangalore and Amazon Hyderabad have the highest, not Amazon Delhi or Mumbai, but Amazon Bangalore and Amazon Hyderabad are very neck to neck. Why so? Because though it's the highest, it's the largest campus, but Amazon Bangalore is the campus, is their corporate office in Bangalore. So they have lot of activities, lot of different orgs. So it's the best locations for Amazon in India would be Hyderabad and Bangalore both.
Hi, Sharanya. This is Sridhar here.
Hey.
Hi. So, see, I have done my MBA from Melbourne Business School in supply chain management, and my total experience has been into analytics for 11 years, combined before and after MBA.
Mhm.
So I did work on projects related to supply chain analytics, and I have played different roles in the business development and team leadership,
Mhm.
and I have good experience on this data analysis.
Mhm.
So I see lots of roles being put on this LinkedIn related to this BI. So whenever I come across, I keep on applying, because the reason is there I'm getting a confusion which role should I put, because for all of them my resume suits well, but I'm not able to understand. So is it like, suppose if there are some 10 roles related to analytics and they're looking for people about 10 or 9 years experience, and I have got all these skill set. Is it like that?
Yeah.
I'm not, if the position is already filled, they will select my resume for other role. Is it something like that, or they want us to be very sure what role we want to apply?
Yeah. So yes, hiring manager can see which all else means which all different roles you have applied. For me, it doesn't matter that much, but I have seen few hiring managers checking that to check whether you are focused or not. To be very honest, three major pointers you can look. One, you are already doing the number of experience. So in the JD, with the number of experience, you will be knowing which level that particular JD is for, whether it's a L6 role, L7 or L5 role. Okay. Now, after you are done that, yes, it is the level which you are looking for. Then if it is everything analytics related, it's your wish. So whether you have to be project, see, even project manager would have some KPI on analysis, data analysis. Okay, even program manager, I do. So my team does lot of analysis on R. So if it is purely data engineer role, then it's 100% an IC data analytics role. If it is a program manager role, it would be, say, you will be people manager of the people who will be do the data analysis. Now it
Right.
depends on your personal choice whether you will be an IC or you will be an people manager, because both the roles would come with its own pros and cons. And being a people manager in Amazon is very very different, my friend. So you
Yeah.
have to spend at least 30 or 40%, because here everything is decentralized. You would be having complete control of their salary, their growth. So it's very very decentralized. So the way you would be choosing out there.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah. Thank you.
cool.
Sir, Ashok this side. I have background in analytics and currently I'm doing my MBA at IIM Calcutta. I have total of 9 years of experience. Uh, I want to move from analytics to product management at Amazon and particularly focusing on data-centric products or maybe MLAI based products. How difficult will that be given? I have not worked on MLAI, but have worked extensively with Python and data management.
Okay. Uh, 2 points. So I have a similar kind of case study in my batch. Okay. So one of the lady, she was one of the toppers. So she wanted badly to go into product management. She didn't have any experience previously. Okay. So what she did during the course, she was also from IIM Calcutta. So what she did during the course, she actually attended one or two very good courses on product management. Okay. So I am not exactly remembering the course, probably upgrade or something. I am not very sure from where she has done. And what, see, you can do a course, right? Everyone can do from Udemy. There are 500 rupees course, and in upgrade there are 1 lakh rupees course. That doesn't make very difference. What difference she has made? She started a blog where she had put a lot of her experience, like comparison between LinkedIn and Glassdoor, and very 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 say detailed. And she used to kind of post all those, like there are a lot of forums of product managers. Okay, you can find on Google. There are a lot of good forums of product managers. They are all over the world. Product managers come, and she joined and she created one group in LinkedIn, which is product managers group. She is still leading that, if I'm not wrong, and she has joined lot of veteran product managers group. She used to kind of share those links. Now she got some very good product manager references, One second, give me 1 second. And she ended up getting hired in the Visa as a product manager after our course. So this is not very Amazon related experience or example I have given, but without a particular experience, this is probably the best way you can cut that gap. Okay.
So, Sharanya, this is Chiro here again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just please don't mind my question here. It's just a perception which I'm mapping. Is it like does Amazon has any specific preference over the specific B schools or colleges which they want to hire? Because I would see more folks are from IITs or IIMs. So is record of or any criteria?
Yeah, I got it. So yes, they do have a preference, I would say. They have very niche colleges list where they visit the campus for campus hiring. For anyone who is joining from outside, they don't have any preference.
Okay.
But why you would be finding say 30% or 60% of the not 60 30% of or say 40% of the whole Amazon people are from either IIM or IIT because those are campus hire.
Okay.
And for the case of campus hires, they only go to say top 10 colleges.
All right.
Over to you, Suhurta.
Yeah, just before you take on the next questions, so the link we have shared for those who would like to avail the detailed workshop where Saranya will be providing one-to-one personalized attention in terms of your job search, your LinkedIn profiles, and also looking at your resumes and doing 2 mock interviews as well. Thanks a lot. It was really insightful. So thanks everyone. Thank you very much. Thanks, Aranya.